Supervillain Megamind and his archnemesis, the superhero Metro Man, are both aliens who were sent to Earth as infants before their planets were sucked into a black hole. Though both land in Metro City at the same time, Metro Man is raised in a mansion, while Megamind is raised in a prison. He goes to the same school as Metro Man, who is well liked by his classmates. Megamind is bullied by everyone until he concludes his purpose is to be a supervillain, setting off a rivalry between him and Metro Man. As an adult, Megamind, aided by his fish-like companion Minion, frequently and unsuccessfully battles Metro Man for control of the city. On the day of the grand opening of the new Metro Man Museum, Megamind escapes prison, kidnaps reporter Roxanne Roxie Ritchi, and lures Metro Man to an abandoned observatory to rescue her. Once there, Metro Man collapses, stating the copper-lined observatory roof weakens his powers before Megamind blasts him with a sun-powered death ray, and is overjoyed to finally win. Megamind takes over the city and goes on a crime spree. However, he eventually becomes depressed and purposeless with no hero to fight. Megamind decides to blow up the Metro Man Museum to forget the hero, but sees Roxie there and dehydrates the museum's curator, Bernard, into a small cube. Disguised as Bernard using hologram technology, Megamind talks to Roxie, whose remarks inspire him to use Metro Man's DNA to create a new superhero to fight. Megamind perfects the formula, but during a fight between him and Roxie in his lair, he accidentally injects it into Hal Stewart, Roxie's cameraman, who is infatuated with her. Disguising himself a hologram as Hal's space dad, Megamind offers to train Hal to become a superhero. Hal, seeing this as a chance to get with Roxie, accepts and takes on the name Titan, though he misspells it as Titan. Megamind begins to date Roxie in the guise of Bernard, and he and Minion have a falling out over Megamind's apparent lack of interest in committing further crimes. Roxie rejects Titan when he comes to court her, and Titan later witnesses her on a date with Bernard. After a heartbroken Titan leaves, Megamind's Bernard disguise fails, and Roxie rejects him as well. Megamind arranges to fight Titan the next day, but Titan does not show up. Megamind learns that Titan is now using his powers to conduct a crime spree. Titan offers to ally with Megamind, but the latter deliberately reveals his disguises and deceptions, hoping to goad Titan into fighting. Angered, Titan savagely beats Megamind in the fight. Realizing that Titan has no interest in justice and means to kill him, Megamind traps Titan in a ball of copper, assuming that like Metro Man, copper reduces his powers. However, Titan easily breaks out. Megamind and Roxie escape to Metro Man's old hideout, and discover that Metro Man is still alive, having faked his weakness and death to pursue his dream as a musician. Megamind attempts to enlist his help against Titan, but he refuses. Metro Man tries to encourage Megamind to become the city's new hero, by telling him that a hero will always rise to defeat evil. Dejected, Megamind willingly returns to prison. Titan goes on a rampage, and kidnaps Roxie when she tries to get through to him. On a televised message, Titan holds Roxie hostage and demands that Megamind fight him. With Minion's help, Megamind escapes prison, where he goes to confront Titan, using holographic disguises to make himself appear as Metro Man, and Minion as Megamind, to frighten Titan away and rescue Roxie. However, Megamind's speech patterns give him away, and Titan attacks Megamind, throwing him into the stratosphere. Dehydrating himself into a cube and landing safely in a fountain, Megamind rehydrates next to Titan and extracts the DNA from him, removing his powers. After Hal is arrested, Megamind and Roxie rekindle their relationship, while the city celebrates Megamind as their new hero. The museum is rebuilt in Megamind's honor, and a disguised Metro Man cheers for him at the grand opening ceremony. In a mid-credits scene, the real Bernard is finally rehydrated when Minion does the laundry.